Hi, Gary here from mrgshave. It's shave number 54, face shave number 54, and it's my first year channel anniversary, or the channel's first anniversary. So it's been 1 year, just over in fact. The actual anniversary date was the 19th of January 2020. I had been shaving with DEs and SEs quite a while before that, but yeah, thanks to Scott Newman, I can celebrate in style. Nice bit of brandy. So here's to my first year. Now, if anybody, I have been warning about this episode of my shaving sort of videos, that this is going to be an anniversary shave, and I was going to use the same products that I've been using, well, I used in my first video. So if you've been back, you should already know what those products are. But the pre-shave software, starting with the software, pre-shave is, make sure I'll have to put my glasses on because I can't see. Pre-shave is Balm BE. The soap I'm using today is Palmolive. This is a fresh stick. The stick that I've got to use is actually this one, which is the same one I used on my first year shave. So it just goes to show you how little I've used this. So that's the soap. The toning or tonic lotion is Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. So there you go. And I've used quite a few of these products recently. Boots Freshwood aftershave and Boots Freshwood aftershave balm. Then the brush I'm going to use is the Yaqi Bear or Yaqi Betelgeuse brush. It's a 28mm knot, and this is the brush I used on my first. I'm surprised actually that I used this brush. I thought I would have used my Razor Rock Plus Soft brush, but because that was the first one I ever bought, proper brush I ever bought. And then the razor, well, the blade that's gone in the razor is the Astra green. I haven't got any more Ladas blades, and the generic blades that I've got, I think I've got one of those left. And I was told at some point what these were. I think they're Personas. Not sure. But I decided that because I spoke about the blade that I use most often in my first video, which is the Astra green, that's the blade that's in the Merkur 34c. So here it is. This is the beginner's razor that is most recommended beginner's razor out there. It's not mild. I would say it's mild, well, it's medium. I'd say it's more on the medium side, and it's a short handle. So if I put that up against the second razor I bought, where are we? There it is. Which is the Edwin Jagger DE89, you can see, you can't really see. If I put them together like so, you can see the difference in the razor lengths. So there you go. So yeah, those are the products I'm using today. And before I start, cheers to everybody. I'm going to get myself ready for the shave and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've put the Balm BE gel on and rubbed it in. So I'm going to spray in a little bit more water. And then we'll just go straight to the face with the stick. So yeah, I really didn't think that I'd still be recording videos a year later after starting the video. I gave a razor to a friend of mine. He's now got about 3-4 of them, I guess. So he's fallen down the rabbit hole, or he's just beginning to fall down the rabbit hole. But I never thought that in a year I'd get, I think Tuesday was the actual anniversary day. The 19th of January 2021 was exactly 1 year on. Just squeezing out the brush. Little did I realise that I think by Tuesday I had around 270 subscribers, and I'm really amazed that I've had that many subscribers in just 1 year. I know others have done, got more, but I'm happy with, others have achieved more in a year, but I'm happy at 270. That's just amazing. When I started the channel, I wasn't even sure I'd get past, I thought, well, I'll do my razors, the razors that I've already bought, and show you the sequence in which I bought the razors. Although I think I did deviate a little bit from the actual sequence once or twice for whatever reasons, but right, I'm adding water to this, painting some water in. But I didn't think for 1 second I'd still be doing this, and I'd actually be doing 3 videos a week instead of just the one. I mean, and I'd be into my straight razor shaving in a big way. Okay, I'm not into it as big as others, I've not gone in and fallen down the honing rabbit hole yet, but I might. I don't know whether I'd have the patience to learn to hone, but there again there are advantages on the basis that you don't really want to be sending expensive straight razors and vintage historic sort of razors through the post. You just never know if they're going to get damaged or lost. So yeah, I mean, I've come a long way since starting. I hope my content has improved. I could see I was very nervous on that first shave, it being my first shave. But yeah. Right, let's get on with it. First pass, Merkur 34c with the Astra Green SP. And as I said then, you go 90 degrees to the face and tip up a little bit, find the edge and just follow, go with the grain. It's been a while since I've used this razor, it's very comfortable. You can see why so many people go for this razor to start out. You can feel the blade just, but it's just at that sweet spot where it's not that aggressive that it's going to cut the living daylights out of you, or it will if you put pressure on, but if you use it properly it won't cut you. Mind you, can say that about any razor regardless of how aggressive it is, but I think you all know what I mean with this razor. It's efficient enough to give you an excellent shave without the discomfort of or potential discomfort of a very aggressive razor. Something like the R41, But yeah, excellent razor this. But yeah, so I mean, in that year I've accrued quite a few more razors, mainly stainless steel ones, SE and DE razors. I've accrued probably now I'm up to about 11 or 12 straight razors. Still looking for one more. Probably will always be looking for one more, but the one I'm after at the moment is the Wade and Butcher. If I can get my hands on a good example of one of those, I think my straight razor purchasing will be over for a while. Ooh, let's put some water on. This has been a great addition to the den in that year. I've added brushes to the den, more soaps, lots more soaps. I've still got a drawer full of soaps upstairs, and I don't know whether you can see, but I've got, that cupboard is almost full to the top, and I've started on the cupboard below as well. So yeah, I've added quite a lot of soap to the den in that year. I've found Wickham's in that year, which has turned out to be my top pick soap wise for 2020. I didn't talk much about creams. I think if I were going to talk about creams, my favourite creams in 2020 were probably Tobbs Sandalwood and Tobbs Grapefruit, and the Body Shop Macaroon. Those were definitely my favourite ones in 2020. Going across the grain, which is up on this side, so south to north. Such a comfortable razor. And across on this side, west to east. Or it's west to east for me anyway. Do you know, that's the confusing thing, is it sort of this is my left hand, but it's on the right hand of the screen as you look at it. You know, that's the bit that gets confusing. And talking to camera is another one that's, you know, something else that I've become more comfortable with as I've gone on. And I love the banter in the comments section that I have. Yeah, I've got some great commenters in there that, you know, like Jim Will Shave, Scott Newman. There's various people that comment in my comment section, and some of them are hilarious. If you go back, well, let's have some more of this brandy. Cheers. If you go back to my last video, you'll see some funny comments and the video before. You know, I do enjoy the banter. And if I'm honest, it's really helped me through the lockdown periods and this whole pandemic. You know, yes, I haven't been able to go down and see the friends that I would normally socialise with in the pub. It's not because I don't want to go down the pub. I'd love to go down the pub, but with my asthma, you know, and my asthma, I've been very close to being ventilated twice with asthma attacks. Not in recent years. It's been very well under control in recent years. But I think the last time I had an asthma attack would have been around probably about 4 years ago. I'm guessing. And then I had 2 asthma attacks, serious asthma attacks, within a 3-month period, and both occasions I spent 3 weeks in hospital, and one of those occasions I was in high dependency unit, so one below intensive care. So yeah, it's a frightening experience when it happens, and with my asthma, it can either come on gradually, or I could be standing here now and within the time of this video that I upload, so within about a 30-minute sort of period, I can go from being like I am now to unconscious. So, you know, I mean, it's entirely possible. Right, so I've got to remember now what I'm doing. I'm on the 3rd pass, so it's against the grain. So let's go against the grain. On this side is a cross. So east to west for me, but on your screen it's probably west to east. I don't know. I can't tell until I look at it on screen. But yeah, so I mean, you guys have all helped me to get through these awful COVID times, these pandemic times. You've become my new social circle. I do have friends that I still speak to on the phone and stuff. But yeah, it's been great. Kept me sane. So really, you know, I just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch my videos, you know, because when I first started off, I thought, you know, who's going to watch this? And then I thought, well, mind you, I watch Paul H. films, but he's far more entertaining than I am. But yeah, and Kevy shaves, and Nick shaves, and Geo Fat Boy, and Pickup Pass now. Usual spots. But to have got as many subscribers as I've got is beyond anything, beyond all my expectations, let's put it that way. And I'm nearly at 280, so I'm not far off the 300 mark, which I'm amazed, you know. I looked at other YouTubers and the fact that they got 300 subscribers, and I thought, I'm never going to get there. But in a year, I haven't caught up with them. They're still sort of the same distance ahead of me. Now they're sort of 400-500 subscribers. But, you know, in a year to have almost achieved the 300 mark, stunning. And I so appreciate it. So appreciate it. And I hope that I've helped some people out, you know. I know that there are, you know, I know in quite a few circumstances actually I've had messages where people have, you know, bought razors based on my recommendation, which again, you know, is amazing. That I can, you know, that my videos influence people to buy things. Because I'm just being myself on here. I'm not, you know, I don't go into the grams and the millimeters and the blah blah blah. As you all know, I'm fairly down to earth. I mean, I actually surprised myself a few videos ago where I really went into quite a lot of detail about my feelings about the scent of, was it Phoenix and Bow Spitfire, because it was probably the scent that brought back so many memories. You know, the scent brought back memories of camping as a kid, sitting around campfires as an adult with my children. You know, my brain went into overdrive. It was amazing. Right, I'm going to clean up. I'm BBS, absolutely BBS. So it just goes to show, you can have a very expensive razor and achieve BBS, and you'll get exactly the same result with a cheaper budget razor like the Merkur 34c HD. How do you pronounce it? I still don't get it. It's either 34C, 34HD, 34C HD, 34 HDC. Who knows? One of those. I'll be back after I've cleaned up. Right, back. The other thing I meant to mention, I've got my mrgshave t-shirt on that was very kindly gifted and gratefully received by myself, gifted by my oldest daughter, Laura. I thought it was, you know, a good time to wear the shirt on the first anniversary of this YouTube channel. So yeah, so let's get on with the cold rinse. Oh. Oh, I've got to use my alum. So let's do that now. Not that I have to use it, but let's just wet the face down again. Yeah, no burn at all at the moment. Yeah. Not a bit. Nada. Nichts. Nothing. So there you go. Not a bit of feedback at all. To be honest, I didn't expect any. But yeah. Great shave. And as that didn't sting, I'm just going to go straight to and wipe it off. Oh, so nice. Nice cold cloth. Oh. Right, let's have another swig. Save that to the end of the video. On with my Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. So, you know, the message is that, you know, I really appreciate all the support I've had. It's a big thank you to you guys and girls, whoever's subscribed to me. Really, really appreciate it. I don't intend stopping anytime soon. Let's put some, I'm going to use some beard balm. So the Bulldog beard balm. Yeah, I don't intend stopping. In fact, you know, I mean, I've just moved up to three videos a week, so, and that's all because of you guys. You know, I see that people are watching my videos. I don't know, some of you skip through. And I know that 60% of my viewers, for instance, or over 60%, something like 63% of my viewers are not subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, it's free. Just click the button subscribe and it supports me, encourages me to continue. But to be honest with you, I mean, you know, the more subscribers I get, the better. I don't ever intend to monetize this channel, even if I get to whatever the requirements are. I think it's 1,000 subscribers, which I'd like to get to by the end of this year, or certainly by my next anniversary. If I don't, it's not a problem. I'd love to think that I could achieve it. I've got a lot further than, you know, I thought I'd get about 50 subscribers, that's all. I didn't think I'd get 270 odd. So I'm really chuffed with the progression this channel has had and the support the channel's had. Right, let's get on with the Boots Freshwood aftershave. Oh, you know, I do like the scent of this. I'm putting some more on. Get some on my dome. Oh. There's more sting on my head than there is on my face, and that's because I had a run-in with a Voshkod blade yesterday, which many of you will have seen. I think the cut's still there, it's only just there. But... And then on with the Freshwood Aftershave Balm. This is quite thick. So you've got to really shake it or tap it on your hand to get it out. But yeah, so nice, satisfying shave, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. We're all after that goal of achieving a satisfying BBS shave, feeling great after a shave, you know, spending that time looking after yourself instead of others. It's a selfish half hour, I guess, but you know, at the end of the day, I think everybody deserves their own bit of space. I'm amazed that I've got as far as I've got, you know. So I know I keep saying it, but thank you to everybody. It's let's knock off this Scott's brandy, lovely stuff. So it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from the Merkur 34c. Great razor, brilliant beginner razor, brilliant daily shaver. Can't recommend it enough. One of the best razors ever made, in my opinion. I'll see you on Wednesday. Now next week, I'm doing things slightly differently. I am going to be using Scott's box of samples. Here it is. So this box is full of the samples, so I'll be using those next week, as many of them as possible. But also in my last video, it may not have been my last, a comment has come up in my feed. It may not have been on the last video, it could have been a few videos back, but he's only just commented, and he basically says he doesn't use pre-shaves and whether I thought it makes any difference. So I've agreed with him that I'll do a week without using pre-shave to see what I think. I will go back to using pre-shave because I've got too much product to use, but if there's no huge difference, I may just use up what I've got and not buy any more. But I kind of like the whole process of using the pre-shave, the soap, the cream, the tonic, because I'm sure you could just get away with just soap and a brush, and that's it. You don't need to have the aftershave, you don't need the balm, you don't, you know, your skin will suffer for it, but you can get away with just having a shave with one brush. You know, the brush, where have I put the brush? How have I put it back over here? You can get away with the brush and the soap and the razor, and that will give you a BBS shave. You know, you don't need to go to the lengths that I go to. But yeah, I've drolled on far too much. I'll see you on Wednesday for a pre-shave less and sample video. Bye bye for now.